ago, I was a registered Democrat. God forgive me. Then September 11th, 2001 happened, and I said, thank God we have a Republican in the White House. One of the reasons that I left the Democrat Party and I left that motley crew of rudeness, crassness, and absolute Marxist confusion back there was because of the way they exploited and manipulated women. And they're doing it again. Just this past week, Democrats launched a war on women. You've seen it here with your Lieutenant Governor, Rebecca Kleefisch. I saw that meathead, what's his name, John Sylvester, whatever. I saw him back there a little bit ago when he was running away because all you guys started talking to him. I got a message for you, Democrats. I got a message for you, AFL and CIO. I have a message for you, SEIU. We are not your typical fragile wallflower in the kitchen making sandwiches kind of women. I'm here to tell you right now, conservative women hit back. Let me tell y'all something about the moms that these Democrats don't like so much. These Democrats that all these people back there, they say they're for equality. I'd say something, but the FCC might get me. I don't buy that for a second. You're about equality, you're about fair treatment, you're about respect, you're about for the working man. Bullshit! Excuse my Portuguese. Let me tell y'all something about the moms that these Democrats have attacked this week. The same party that these folks back there support. Without them, you wouldn't be here. They want to shut the women up. Democrats want to shut the ladies here up. They want to shut up your wives. They want to shut up your sisters. They want to shut up your mothers, your grandmothers, because they are effective. They have led this movement. They have nurtured this movement. And see, I always said, because they've used this chick card against us so often, my husband can't hit a girl, but I can. It has been the party that these cats back there support that have always stood in the way of progress. It's the mentality that didn't want to give women the right to vote. It's that progressive mentality. It's that mentality, that party that filibustered and set a record for 84 days in D.C. against the Civil Rights Act. And like suddenly they're for equality? Shock! And they're doing it again. They are standing in the way of progress again. You've seen it here in Wisconsin. These reforms are already saving hundreds of thousands of dollars. I'm going to tell you something. I'm a hard-working private sector homeschooling mom. Just like all of these moms out here. Not only are we trying to put food on our table, but y'all have your Democrat candidates making promises with our income, robbing from our tables, robbing from our benefits, robbing from our children's education because you can't kick in a couple percentage points. Get real. If Democrats are so pro-woman, why is there a record high 7.8% unemployment amongst adult degreed females? Answer that, Democrats. Why are you seeing all of these people back here that say they're blue-collar working men? My family's blue-collar too. Every man in my family except my husband's in the union. Don't tell me about that. I've lived it. I've grown up it. They talk about jobs and they're standing in the way of Keystone. And it's a fact. 20,000 jobs, not just the manufacturing, but all of the businesses around where the construction happens that would benefit. That's how economics work. Where were these protesters for Keystone? Where were those Marxist protesters when you had Ken Salazar of the Obama administration shut down blue-collar jobs in the Gulf of Mexico because of a BP accident? By the way, BP donates more to Barack Obama than any other candidate. Where were you? We've been here this whole time. Where were you at? Robbing from the tables, robbing, playing politics with our kids' education. I'm going to tell you something too, all you Marxists back there, they've been trying to shut down free speech, but I guess when the money run out, they couldn't pay enough for you to be here today? We don't got to get paid, that's why we're going to win.
War on women and the vicious attacks against her. She never retaliated in kind, my friends. She is one of the things that is very good about what happened in Wisconsin a year ago. And she is under attack right now from those very same Democrats. She's been targeted for recall along with the governor. And this probably will be a battle. But my friends, this is a battle that I am convinced that we will win. Rebecca Kleefisch and her beautiful daughters.
This week, aren't we? But let me tell you, you do the toughest work in America, and I thank you, and your children thank you, and we are going to change this country to what it deserves to be, to give our little ones the prosperity that they need. Will you do that with us? Today, doing that thing, you know, parenting that they think isn't work. I want to introduce you to Ella Rose and Violet Mary Kleefisch. I want to introduce you to my girls because now you know why I do what I do every day. Folks at home understand why you do what you do every day, why you are here today, protecting the future of America for our children. And let me tell you, friends, America's eyes are focused right here today. America's eyes are focused on our Wisconsin. Because we have a choice, friends, we have a choice right now of moving backward or forward. We could go backward. We could go back to the days that got us into that $3.6 billion budget deficit that we wiped out. We could go backward to the days of painful unemployment numbers. We could go backward to the days of punitive tax increases on top of this recession. We could go backward. But we choose forward. We wiped out the 8th worst per capita deficit in this nation so that today Wisconsin has no deficit. to the previous administration of 150,000 jobs lost, we have actual job gains in Wisconsin. That is forward progress. So backward or forward? Forward. Backward or forward? Forward. I'm sorry, come again? Forward. That's our state motto, friends. Let's move forward. We are on a very clear path in this state. And it's the road less traveled, to be sure. And there are days, I'll admit, you know, I'm a mom. There are days when you think, gosh, can't everyone just get along? But then I look at my two daughters, and you look into the faces of your children and your grandchildren, and you think, what are these kids' futures worth? And then when I see that our state and local governments have saved $848 million and counting, keeping more patrol cars on the road to keep our families safe, and ensuring that more women get to go to the doctor to get breast and cervical cancer screenings, and when I see that these reforms have saved our school districts so that there are fewer increases in classroom fees, and there are fewer increases in classroom sizes, and there are fewer layoffs among teachers, I think to myself, my kids' futures are worth all that, and we will move forward. All right. So we have a choice. We have a fight on our hands, but I can tell already that you are well armed with the facts. So when we are given that choice of backward versus forward, will you move forward with us together?